All right, well, we're going to take this show on the road. We have our 3.0 bag rack, 10 pallets, 10 of our log lift, third of a cord firewood bags. I've got my MT85, a brand new brute force 3030 stump buster, which is their version of an inverted splitter. And then I've got the SplitForce SF1116 on board. And what we're going to do, we're going to run over to the church. We've got a bunch of oak over there. It's everything from, I don't know, diameter-wise, maybe 6-8 inches. We had two big trees come down in one of the storms last year, so it's kind of in the fall. So they've been cutting the rounds, and I just haven't had time until now to go over there and get them out. So I'm going to take a ride over. My plan is using the Bobcat and the SplitForce as like a 1-2 punch, a nice dynamic duo. Hoping to use the inverted splitter to pop the really big rounds. There's some stuff over there that's probably 40 plus, and just kind of break it down to more sizable pieces for easy handling. Throw them on the SplitForce, use the bag racks to go ahead and collect the wood right off the conveyor. That way we're not touching everything a whole bunch of times. So jump in the truck, head on over there, and I'll show what we have going on. All right, so again, this is the load. 10 pallets. The bag rack is on the other side. We have our pallet forks. 10 log lift bags. I'm not sure how many we'll need, but that's what fit. So this is our MT85. These are aftermarket weight kits that we put on it just because I didn't want to spend the money for the 100, so if we'd hang 200 pounds worth of weights off the back of it, which works out pretty well. I'll get you a better picture of this once I get it off the trailer. It's an inverted splitter from Brute Force, brand new design. Kind of goes left to right in front of the machine. Lots of hydraulic power, lots of capacity in the MT85, but when you hang it 8 feet out in the front, yeah, it doesn't really like that. So we went left to right. There's one more revision. We're going to take the splitting wedge and put it over here on the left-hand side. So if you were sitting in an excavator, you'd be able to see it. The JCB and Volvo skid steers, where it's the mono boom, that we're not looking around all that, you'd be able to have it here on the left. Easy enough to switch and change. But 30-ton cylinder rated at 3,000 PSI to get that tonnage out of it. You've got your phenolic plates, but I'll get into all of that here in a second. The SplitForce 1116 with the built-in conveyor on it is what we're going to use to feed the bag racks. The hydraulic log lift is going to be really sweet for picking up some of these big rounds. Really excited to be able to utilize this dynamic duo, like I said before, for the 1-2 punch for what it is. What we're working with is this stuff over here. And we had some members come over and grab some wood out of the pile before. I'll throw a glove in here so you can kind of see size-wise. Probably, I don't know, 30, 32 inch, give or take. Definitely have some knotted stuff here. Probably going to work this pile first so that way the grounds crew can kind of keep mowing the grass. Then we'll get into this little pile of stuff and bring the kids over, let them help, keep the log lift extra work area, kind of loaded up for popping some of this little stuff. It's right about hand size or so. Crack that once or twice and move on to the next one. So and I'm lazy, I don't want to bend over and pick it up, let the kids do it. So all right, let's get things unloaded here, and we'll go from there. All right, well, the working theory is this will do the heavy lifting and take the great big stuff, pop it at least 4 times or whatever we can get out of the big 4-way, and then we'll have that kind of staged over here by the log lift, get that up onto the work area. This is right about a 30-inch work height, just for reference sake. And then we have the conveyor sitting maybe around 8 or 9 feet in the air, directly over top of our 1/3 of a cord log lift firewood bags. So kind of have everything working together here. You know, our motto is working hard to be lazy. So being a one-man band, I lean more on the hydraulic helpers than actual people power. So, oh, I wanted to tell you more about this. So I'll bring the camera over. As I said on the trailer, we're going to do the next variation of this is actually going to be having the wedge on this side, because there's a lot of skid steers, telehandlers. I know the, what is it, the Volvo, the JCB with like the mono boom, all that stuff is on the right hand side and the cab is on the left because it has the door. Like our Toolcat, you also sit on the left hand side, the driver's side of like an automobile. So if you had the wedge over here, you'd be able to see all of that. We do have an excavator bracket, so again, on the excavator you're on the left hand side, so it's really easy just to move the mounting bracket here to this side, and that automatically kicks the wedge over here to where I'm standing. But let me grab the camera, come in here for a couple close-ups. There is a lot of stuff blooming around here, so my voice is going to be in and out. I do apologize in advance. And I'm probably going to be sneezing while I'm over here, but there's honeysuckle or something. It smells really good, but I can already feel my throat and sinuses just start to compound. So grab the camera, show you this one. All right, so Stump Buster 30 means this is a 30-inch stroke. I went ahead and popped the cylinder out a little bit just so you can kind of see the ram. We can do this with a custom big bore for a little bit quicker cycle time. But this is the first one that Josh made of this variety. So I like getting the cutting edge stuff in. Again, our MT has the mini skid steer plate, so we just try to even up the size when we grab this. Gallon per minute on the MT isn't as nice as I would like it to be, so it's going to be a little on the slower side, but you'll get the idea. Pressure wise, it's there. The new pusher plates from SplitForce look just like this one, which is kind of cool. There's little cleats that stick out in the corners to really let it grab. Kind of cool. The 4-way is interchangeable, or I should say the wedge system on this is interchangeable. So if you already have a brute force processor or horizontal splitter, you can take out the bolt and the keeper here, and the wedge drops out, and you can put in, you know, your 6-way, your 8-way. For the big stuff that we have over here, I don't think I'm going to put the 12-way in this one. We do offer the Stump Busters in 24-inch stroke, 30-inch stroke like this one, and even a 36-inch stroke for the outdoor stuff. Again, here's the phenolic plates that ride along the I-beam. But I think that's enough of me talking, so let's get to cracking.